This is another episode of Talks with Tyler ISD, a podcast about the passionate people who have a heart for students. This podcast is brought to you by Texas Bank and Trust. Welcome to this episode of Talks with Tyler ISD. I'm your host, Jennifer Hines, and joining us today is Mallory Sims, the District Rookie of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is such an honor because you have just wrapped up your first year in teaching, and then to be recognized on a district level, that's pretty impressive. So I can't wait to talk to you today and find out what some of your secrets are. Tell us a little bit about yourself in general.
Yes, it's an incredible honor to be a teacher in TISD, and to be honored this year as District Rookie of the Year. I'm completely humbled and absolutely love it. But I'm an East Texas girl. I was a proud Rice Ranger in Hubbard Husky and then graduated from Tyler Legacy High School. So it's very sweet to be back in East Texas and getting to serve children in our community. I have always loved teaching or the idea of school, and so to be there every day in that environment is a really sweet thing. I actually went to Baylor University, went on and got a child development degree. Always thought about teaching, but it wasn't really right time, right place. And had a few other careers that I enjoyed, and through some great mentors kind of got me back to teaching. So my family is around this area, and they have been precious and very supportive of me being back in Tyler and getting to be here. My parents jumped in to the PTA and said, we were in the PTA when you were in school, now we're jumping back in as a teacher.
As grandparents.
It's so sweet.
And you get to teach some of our youngest students, which must be so much fun. So you are at Andy Woods Elementary School teaching our pre-Kers. So that's what, 4 and 5?
Yes, ma'am. 4 and 5-year-olds, their first year and kind of full all-day school, and it is a hoot. We are having a blast at Andy Woods.
And I understand you mentioned family, that even grandma has jumped in to help with some of the classroom.
Yes. So at that age, we want so much of our learning to be experiential. And so it was Grand Friends Week. That's where we have our book fair, and lots of their grandparents were coming. But I thought, wait, I have one living grandmother.
I have a grandma.
She can read.
My grandma can come.
And even better, she made for me as a little girl a quilt that had all kinds of educational books and pencils and things quilted on it.
Oh, wow.
And I have it in my classroom.
It's like she knew.
The infamous nanny came on Grand Friends Week and read to my class. It was my favorite day this year by far. And she came and read, and it happened to be letter Q week. So we did Q is for quilt. And they got to ask her questions about building a quilt and how did she make it. And it was just so sweet to watch their little imaginations. And then for me to feel such support from our community and my family specifically that has kind of watch this dream come alive for me. It's very sweet.
Speaking of this dream come alive, you mentioned that you had, some people that kind of helped you along the way and come into this path and to become a teacher. Kind of what drew you to this profession?
Yes. So like I said, as a little girl, I've always loved school. There's so much fun and games and obviously the social aspect of friendships and reading, and loved all of the learning. And so I had many great teachers myself. I remember how gentle and kind my kindergarten teacher, Miss Jordan, was, or how supportive and encouraging Miss Owens, Miss Bergfeld at Hubbard really helped me be a confident young woman as a middle schooler needs to kind of learn that confidence. And so I've always loved my teachers, always loved the school environment. But like I said, my degree's in child development, so I was close, but it just never felt like right time, right place. And I'm so blessed with a few mentors and leaders in front of me that kind of pushed me that direction. One of them being Georgiana Jones, my principal. She said, Mallory, have you ever thought about teaching? A few other mentors said, you would make an awesome teacher. And that was just so kind to kind of see a door crack open and go, hold on. I think there could be something to this. And it has been a joy to jump in and truly fall in love with it. I think I'm naturally kind of an encourager. And so I think about how my teachers encouraged me to work hard and helped me in the areas I was weak and helped point out the areas I was strong in. And I just think what a gift it is to be able to encourage our youngest of TISD and support them and show them that they can be confident and they can work hard and they can grow.
Absolutely.
So I'm very, very blessed to be a teacher.
Well, as a new teacher, I mean, it's exciting. You were so excited to go into this profession. A little scary, a little overwhelming. I mean, it's all the emotions when you do something new. But you mentioned you have had some really good support. And I mean, you've got like a list of mentors that have supported you. Tell us about some of them and just kind of how they're all supporting you in different ways.
It is honestly overwhelming how supported I felt. I thought, okay, I love this community. I know the teachers, they produce great teachers and great students. This is going to be good. But man, what was the sweetest thing is I didn't have to wait until I kind of failed or till I messed up or till I had a question.
Right.
From day one, even from the district, our brand new meetings, and then getting on my campus, learning that I had a campus master teacher. I had another campus mentor. And then I had even my team lead on my own pre-kindergarten team that have all had great experience. Some of them have done the curriculum before. They were there and they were saying things like, there's no silly question, or you're gonna have a hard day, it's okay. And that just brought such ease to my mind as I'm learning a new profession to say, you know what, I'm not doing this alone. I'm surrounded by support. Everyone is cheering me on, and they're able to give ideas. For instance, our district mentor, Miss Haley, she will come visit. This year, she would come to my classroom, and she would watch me, and she would even ask, you know, are there specific things that you want me to look out for? And that was so helpful because I could say, yeah, I'm not really sure how to engage this one table.
Can help me problem solve this situation. Parent conferences, you know, some of the different things like that.
Yes, that you just haven't done before until your first year, and you've got to just try it. And she was right there to provide encouragement, support, give me even like curriculum ideas. Hey, even now she sending like just end of the year things, and this will work for this holiday, and this will work for that. I just felt completely supported, like I had tools at the ready, and just women and men that were going to help me troubleshoot any kind of question or any kind of issue. And it felt so wonderful. I'm like, people need to know that being a new teacher, it's, yes, all of the emotions, as you said, but you're with such a team. Yes.
Yeah. And from day one. And you're not even seeking them out; they're seeking you out.
Absolutely.
And as a new teacher, you actually are a part of a 3-year program where you're going to have that mentor paired with you for 3 years. So as you grow and develop into your second year coming up, and then on into your third year, because you're going to have different things come up each year, things that you may not have encountered your first year.
Exactly. Every crew of students are different, and parents are different, and you need that support. So to know that as we start this next school year, that's not going to end. Again, it feels so supportive and just encouraged.
That's wonderful. So it sounds like you're supported as a teacher. Tell us a little bit about how you support the kids. What is it like being in your classroom? Because that age, oh my goodness, I love that age. They just want to hug and love, and they're precious.
Absolutely.
And they say the silliest things.
Oh, they do. Oh, they do. 4 and 5-year-olds are a hoot. So every day is different, but tons of fun. That being said, we do have a lot of routine. I take it as a huge privilege to be their first teacher because I'm teaching them things like, how do we get in line? How do we take care of good school supplies? How do we function and operate? Lots of social emotional learning in our classroom at that age. We need to learn how to forgive. We need to learn how to be kind with each other. So we're doing that in lots of social stories and things like that. I hope that my classroom feels very fun. I think if you can laugh together, then you can learn together. So I made it a high priority quickly to get in there and build those relationships, build that trust, and then they're ready to learn. We do a lot of learning through song, as just child development will tell us. That helps it click in the brain.
Helps you memorize it.
Yes, exactly, and they love it. We do lots of learning through play. So for instance, we may be at like a block center that looks kind of like, okay, that's just a play center, but I'm able to sit there and say, hey, can you, Eleanor, can you pass me 4 rectangles? And there we go, shapes review, number review. I'm assessing their counting and their shapes ability. They think we're building a fun castle with Ms. Sims.
They have no idea.
It's the best. And using those times to add lots of vocabulary. We're doing all of the early phonics skills, literacy, writing skills, and math skills. And it is just fun. I hope that the kiddos feel safe in my classroom. I hope that they feel like every day is fun and their teacher is right there with them. My favorite motto from my class is to work hard. We've got to play hard. Or excuse me, I said that wrong. We've got to work hard in order to play hard later. And it's been so sweet to watch their little minds let that click. I think that's how they're going to see that big motto of successful student outcomes. Oh, wait, a successful student has to sit down and work hard right now, even if we don't like it, even if it's uncomfortable.
Even if we'd rather be outside playing on the slides and the swings and all the things.
When we put our mind to it and we work hard at it, they reap those rewards and they see, oh, and I'm like, that's a skill they're going to need in their adulthood. We all work hard at what we do and the gifts that we have, so then we can rest and relax and play hard with our friends and family, and helping them see that, just even if it's a short little 10-minute, okay, we worked hard here, now here's your play reward.
And then we're going to get back to working again.
It's very fun to watch that click. So work hard to play hard, people.
Gosh, I think I want to go be in your classroom. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's very fun.
How would you, I guess, say what do you think your students would say if they had to describe you in 3 words? What would they say about you as their teacher?
Again, risky question, because they're 5 years old.
That's true. You never know what's going to come out of their mouth.
You never know. At the beginning of the year, working on alliteration, they coined the nickname Silly Sims. They thought that was so fun.
Yes.
So if I were to make a mistake or things like that, they would go, oh, that was a Silly Sims move. Oh, you're being Silly Sims. And it was very fun. But again, I hope that my students would say or remember that their teacher is joyful and bringing fun into learning. I think there's always something to be positive about. There's something they can always be proud of themselves, that they are smart, that they can do it, or something to be grateful for. So I hope they would remember that they just had a happy, joyful teacher that loves them. I hope they would just remember that school is a fun place to be. It's a fun, even the stuff, I think it makes you work harder at the things that will be challenging down the road when you know your teacher's for you and is going to make as much fun with alongside you as you can.
And it sounds like Silly Sims is going to be here for a while. Like, you've got the nickname
like,
year one.
It's
gonna stick.
I was grateful that wasn't on the plaque. I'm glad it said Mallory Sims. But
well, tell us a little bit about what your peers would say about you as a teacher. What do you think that they would use to describe you?
That's a good question. I hope they would see me as a supportive team player. Like I've said, education absolutely takes a team. And so I hope they would see me as a very supportive team player, that you don't want to be the teacher that holds all the good ideas to yourself.
Yeah.
And you want to be one that's able to ask questions to and help. I'm excited to help the new teachers this next year, because I've been there and I've seen the support I've gotten, and I realize it takes a whole team and a whole village. And so I hope that they feel that they are as a supportive team player at Woods Elementary, and that I'll continue, to be that for them.
Well, we are so excited to have you here in Tyler ISD. Look forward to your second year with the district. What is, as we wrap up this episode, is there anything that you would like for somebody that's listening to know or think about if they're maybe contemplating on going into the profession, or just something that you enjoy about your job? Just any last thoughts?
I think that people need to know teaching is a great, great reward. It's a great challenge, and it's a great reward. You can absolutely be successful at it. Goes with my motto: if you work hard at it, show up every day realizing and leaning on that support around you, you can be successful at it. I think we need teachers for a variety of reasons. They've walked away from the profession, and Tyler ISD is a great place to welcome you in and to support you and cheer you on. It is just a gift to be a teacher, and I'm so glad that I've fallen into this career, and I hope to see many, many future students years to come. But I would encourage anyone, make that phone call to a principal, or even ask to come shadow, and TISD will open the doors to you and help you in such supportive ways. It's incredible.
Well, it's been a joy speaking with you about all of these wonderful things. Congratulations again on being the District Rookie Teacher of the Year.
So humbled.
So exciting for you.
Thank you.
And thank you for checking out this episode of Talks with Tyler ISD. If you would like to know more things about all the good things going on in Tyler ISD, you can always download our Tyler ISD app, and you can also sign up for our district newsletter by going to get.tylerisd.news.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, Texas Bank and Trust. Subscribe to Talks with Tyler ISD on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify. Please share this episode with your friends and family.
Introducing the brand new app for Tyler ISD. It's everything Tyler ISD in your pocket. This is the home screen. Tap the schools icon in the bottom right to select a specific school. Tap the 3 horizontal lines in the bottom left to see all the menu items. To turn on push notifications, tap Settings and select Push Notifications. The Events section shows a list of events throughout the school. You can use this button to add an event to your calendar, or tap here to share the event with friends and family. The feed is where you'll find updates from administration about what's going on throughout the school, whether that's celebrating a student's success or reminding you about an upcoming deadline. Search Tyler ISD Texas in the App Store or Play Store to explore the app for yourself. It's everything Tyler ISD in your pocket.